Welcome back to Girl Talk. We've been filming here at the beautiful Cambridge Winery in my home turf, right outside of Madison in Cambridge, Wisconsin.
Yes.
We're sitting here with Frank Peregrine. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you.
It's always
wonderful
a pleasure.
host.
Yeah.
You are, yes.
Well, thanks. Well, it's easy to be a host when you're in the wine business.
That's true, yeah. Not your first
And it's
hosting
easy
job.
to be a guest as well. Okay, so I know all about this because I've been to one of your wonderful, amazingly put together events here at the winery. But you've been open for about 6 months. How's it going?
Well, the event space is really gaining traction for us, which is very encouraging. We're getting 5 or 6 inquiries a week now for
Wow.
weddings in 2017 and 2018. I'm not sure which bride can plan out that far, but they are planning out
They do.
That's what brides do, right?
18 or 24
We've been
months.
planning this since we were 6.
Well, I get the feeling that some of them aren't even engaged yet. That this is maybe wishful thinking, and they want to reserve the space today while they
Could
can.
be.
So, this summer was a little bit quiet, only because it was our first time. I think
Sure.
all the 2016 weddings were somewhere else. We've had a number of other events, though, including a graduation party, a retirement party, birthday parties, several of those. So that's been going well. We also had a very last-minute event with the Cambridge Arts Council, where they have a concerts on the square every other Friday night during the summer. And it turned out there was a 90% chance of rain on one Friday, so we got a call Friday morning, can you bring it indoors tonight?
I remember this day well.
The answer was yes.
Yeah.
We brought it indoors, and it was a success, and sure enough, it did rain, so it was worthwhile doing that. So anyways, the event space is taking off, and we're very excited about that.
It's a gorgeous
Congratulations.
space.
Yeah, we
Yes.
should say we're in the event space right now, and I know you can't see it on the TV, but huge panel of windows, just beautiful, not to mention what's behind us right here.
And
So-
the rack of wine doesn't hurt.
So Frank, if someone is interested, do you provide banquet services, or does someone need to get their own caterer?
We have a full kitchen. Somebody could bring their caterer, and that's an option. We often run into somebody who knows somebody in the business, or they want to butcher their own pig or something like that, and that is possible. We'd obviously want to make sure that fits within certain guidelines, but they don't have to do that. We've got a chef in the name of Noah Chabilski, who's been with some renowned restaurants in Madison. We were able to hire him this summer, and he's already put out great food. And often when we have a prospective bride or others that want to have a party, they'll come here, and Chef Noah will work up something for them, and they're sold right away. They say, this is what we want. So
Very good.
he's a great person to have on board, and we certainly are able to put on a big banquet ourselves.
I did take a peek at your little tasting menu, and it looks amazing. What
Is
a
that
great,
the first thing you did when you came
what
in?
a great
Looked
addition
at
to
the menu?
Cambridge, though. I mean, something different. It's fabulous.
Well, we've also
But
had,
yes, menus are my first priority.
we've hosted our first our pairing dinner just about a week ago, and we are planning to do one or more of those per month. The last one was sold out, and we have one coming up later in September. So we're also doing those sort of events to highlight our food and our wine both.
Which is
Wow,
great.
that's wonderful. And I like the fact that there's an option, especially when you're thinking about big events and brides and weddings and all of these things. What comes to mind to me is usually places have one or the other. Either you have to use their catering, or you have to bring something in from outside. And in this case, you have the option, so you get to fall in love with the space and then make your decision from there.
That's correct.
And I mean, it sounds like you're getting a lot of wonderful folks who are coming out and really excited to use the event space. It is so beautiful. But what do you recommend in terms of making a reservation? You said everything from sort of last minute to way in the future. What's best?
Well, of course, it's better to plan ahead because the space may not be available. We were lucky on that particular Friday. But the best way to get a hold of us would be to go to our website, which is cambridgewinery.com. And on there's an inquiry form that they can fill out. It tells us who they are and what dates they have in mind. And that goes right to our new event coordinator, Annalise, who's right here from Cambridge. She'll get back to those persons quickly and start talking about the particulars of the event. We start with the space and the availability, and then we move into food and other things from there.
That's so nice to have somebody on site that can help you navigate some of that planning.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's been a great addition. Between Noah and Annalise, we've really geared up our capabilities to handle big events.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Well, and speaking of menus that I was taking a peek at, I noticed a few new wines as well.
Yes.
New bottles. What's new at the winery? Can you fill us in?
We just released our first Wisconsin wines, which are from the 2015 harvest. The 2016 harvest actually is starting right now. We just processed our first Brianna grapes earlier this week, and we'll be processing throughout the month of September. Those wines won't be out until next year, but the 2015 wines are being released. We had 2 released in August. We have 4 wines being released in September. 3 of those are Wisconsin, one's a California wine. So the California wine's not going away. We're just supplementing it and enhancing the product line with our Wisconsin wine. So anyone who wants to come out and try a local product, we certainly have those.
How exciting
on the
for
shelf
you
now.
guys.
Yep.
I'm dying to know how your baby's doing, your vineyards.
The vineyard is coming along nicely. We had great success through last winter with those that we planted in 2015. About 4 acres. I think we lost 2 plants out of close to 2,000. So,
Oh, good.
So that was.
I mean, not good that you lost them, but it could have. I heard it going a lot worse for others.
And so that was encouraging. This year we planted about 2,500 more vines.
Wow.
So we have about 9 acres in total planted out there. We might get some harvest next year from those vines, but we're looking at 2018 being the first year for that. In the meantime, we're buying fruit from other growers, which is where our Wisconsin wines are coming from today.
Yeah, you say it typically takes 3 years, right, for your grapes to be ready, your vineyard?
Correct. This will be the 3rd year next year, and we might wait till the 4th. We'll see how healthy the plants are next year.
And we've got to go because we're about out of time, but I also want to mention your other baby is the tasting room on Whitney Way, and you've had sort of a facelift there, so we'll have to talk about that a little bit more another time. But a great place to go and do some tasting if you're a little bit closer to Madison.
Yes, absolutely. So stop in, join us here in Cambridge. Come check out the winery. Frank, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time here on Channel 57.